Okay, we can move to the next video. Now we are studying about now economics. No, AGM4307 economics is subject. Uh, in economics, in first video, economics. In first video we studied about microeconomics. Now we are going to study about macroeconomics. I created a video using Gemini AI. You may watch the video before this session. We can discuss about little bit about that. Uh, we can divide the economic as microeconomic and macroeconomics. No, we can say that. For example, uh, we can say the microeconomics as trees in the forest. Macro is the total forest. You may please watch the video I generated by Gemini AI. I will mention that it will mention this about. We can say that they say the microeconomics as trees. There's a big. There are many trees in forest. No, there are many trees in forest. If we study about the trees, if we study about a single tree about a tree, that is microeconomic. If we study about the whole tree, that is whole forest, that is macroeconomic. That is very simple. Now we can discuss about macroeconomics clearly. Macroeconomics. The meaning of macro is always we already discussed about large. Macro means large. Here in microeconomics, we look at the individuals, that is our consumers, business, companies, families, households, like that, firms, offices, like that. Here we are discussing about macroeconomics. Here we this is whole. This is our world. This is our Sri Lanka. Okay, this is our world. This is our world. This is our Sri Lanka. Okay, if we look at our country, Sri Lanka, if we look at the economy of Sri Lanka, total Sri Lanka, this is a macroeconomic. Or if we look at the total global economic, that is also macroeconomic. That is, uh, if we look at one market, if we look at one market, then if we look at the one market, this is micro. If we look at the one market, if we look at the market of a country or one market of the world, that is microeconomics. If we consider about total economic, total market, if we consider about total market of a country or total market of the world, that is the macroeconomic. That is simple. If we consider about in we already said about humans are our first we in we already know about human beings are first cell after human, like the other, like likewise here. If we look at one market, that is micro. If we consider about total market of our Sri Lanka, total market of country, or total market of our world earth, or total one business of if we consider about one market, one business, one consumer, somewhere, that is a micro company. If we consider about total business, total market, total family, total people, total consumers, the total firms, total households, that is economics. That is very simple. Macroeconomics. Macroeconomics focus on Macroeconomics focus on total national economic. We already discussed national, 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 national economy, and global economic. We have already discussed about this global global economic. Therefore, macroeconomics focus on national economic, our country's economic, and global economic, economic of the world. That is the macroeconomic. Now, examples we can discuss about examples of macroeconomics. Now we are going to easy. Now we are going to discuss about examples of macroeconomics. One example is inflation. Inflation. Okay. We I think we don't need to say many things about discuss about the inflation because before some years ago we also faced the inflation problem in our Sri Lanka. We already know inflation means in Tamil inflation means panavigam. In Tamil inflation means panavigam. Inflation we already know. I say for uh, inflation panavigam in single udde manaye. I sorry I don't know single wood. If there are any problem, sorry. Uh, udde manaye. Okay, udde manaye. Panavigam. This is the inflation is also example of macroeconomics. What is inflation? There are we buy many goods every day. If the prices of the goods increase, if the prices of all goods increases, that is inflation. All price increase. If all the price, all price, if all the price of the goods increase, the power of money will decrease. Power of money decrease. This is inflation. Inflation means if the price of all the goods things increase, the power of money will decrease. This is we are facing in Sri Lanka now. Okay. Now second example is unemployment. Unemployment. தொழில் வாய்ப்பின்மை. In single Tamil, தொழில் வாய்ப்பின்மை. Sorry, I don't know single. You may know this. This is very simple English now. Unemployment. Okay, unemployment. This is also we are if we consider about unemployment of our country or unemployment of a continent, if unemployment of a world, that is that if we discuss about that, that is macroeconomics. Third example is third example is GDP. We we also know about GDP. GDP. What is the long term of GDP? Gross domestic product. Gross gross domestic domestic gross domestic product. In Tamil, i- தேசிய மொத்த உள்நாட்டு உற்பத்தி மொத்த உள்நாட்டு உற்பத்தி ஓ மொத்த தேசிய உற்பத்தி. Okay, product product. Sorry, I don't single. I think this. Sorry, single. GDP means gross domestic product. That is, for example, GDP means the total income, uh, the total economic output of a country. That is GDP. GDP means total economic output of a country. For example, this is our Sri Lanka. Uh, Assume that in 2024 we we earned totally every people in Sri Lanka earned about for example 100 rupees. Okay, total income we earned in 100 rupees. This is the GDP of 2024. But we say GDP in percentage. For example, in 2025, assume that in 2025 we gain the total economic output of our country is assume that 125 rupees. Okay, in 2024 we earned 100 rupees totally. In 2025 our total economic output, total profit of our country is 100 was 200 125 125 rupees. Therefore, the economy is increasing by 25 rupees. No, uh, 100 rupees to 125 rupees, 25 uh, rupees. Therefore, the GDP growth is 25 percentage. In 2024, 100 rupees. In 2025, 125 rupees. Therefore, GDP growth is 25 percentage. Our national our national economy, our total economic growth of Sri Lanka, our total economic growth of Sri Lanka is increased by GDP, GDP 25 percentage. Okay, uh, that is the GDP, and GDP is the example of macroeconomics. If we consider about in GDP, we are consider about not one human. We consider about total country. That is the GDP, example of macroeconomics. Next, we can tell we can third example for macroeconomics is uh, our country, our government spend our country spend our government spend a lot of money for highway to improve our country, no, to improve our to create many jobs, to get foreign to get attract the foreigners. That is also our government, and it's our government spending a lot of money to create jobs, in many things. That is also our government spending a lot of spending our government trying to improve uh, our country, improve the create jobs, many jobs. Government is trying to create many jobs. That is also microeconomics. Okay, therefore unemployment will be decreased. That is also macroeconomics. Third is uh, central bank. Our central bank increasing their interest rate. If if our central bank increase the interest rate, that is also macroeconomics. We don't need to study about very deeply. It's enough. Okay. Therefore, examples of macroeconomics is one, inflation. One, first is inflation, panavigam, uddamanaye. Second example of macroeconomics is unemployment and of a country. GDP. Third example is GDP. Fourth example is central banks. Uh, Fourth example is governments are spending a lot of money to create many jobs, like that. For example, our central bank increasing the interest rate. That's also macroeconomics. Okay, that's enough. I think it's enough. We don't need to go deeply. If we For summary, if we consider about the single individuals, that is, if we consider the economic of individuals, that is microeconomic. If we consider about the total economics of a country or total economics of the world, that is macroeconomics. That's it. Okay. Next video, we can discuss about microeconomics versus microeconomics. We can compare them. Okay, bye.